So just on sitting at the TV with Grant Black after a disappointing result this afternoon. Grant, it was a good start to the first half, a good battling performance second half. Your thoughts on the game overall?
Yeah, I thought that was best we've started the game, to be fair, for a long time. Obviously at home we said we want to start on front foot, which we did, and for 20 minutes I think we were just peppering their area, crosses, throw-ins, everything into the box. Had some good deliveries in that we potentially should have done a little bit better in. And then, like you say, a massive sucker punch, horrendous goal to concede. Keeper comes for it, gets nowhere near it, and obviously, you know, the goal comes from that. So not much you can do about that really. Obviously dust ourselves down a little bit and regroup at half time and talk about a few bits and pieces and change a little bit of shape, and then obviously again from our kick-off we give the ball away, and then that leads to obviously Derry Robson getting sent off. I've got no arguments with that red card whatsoever. It's a sending off, it's lack of discipline, it's a wrong decision, which sometimes happens in football, but you know, we gear sends a mountain to climb again then, and obviously then we stay in the game, and a sort of, you know, not really causing us any problems when we've got 10. And you're thinking, you know, we can sort of get some out of this sort of set piece, whatever it is, and then obviously Corsi gets a second yellow again. Listen, I've just been talking to the players in there. It's, if players are getting yellow cards for doing something that's beneficial to the team, then that's fair enough. But when we're making bad decisions to get that first yellow card, which I think numerous players have done today, then that affects your game going through the game, where you can't make a tackle that you want to make, or you can't do something, and you could see that in a few players play, getting unnecessary bookings. And then obviously once you're down to 9, you think, listen, we still had a go, and we had a couple of good chances, couple of free kicks on edge of 18-yard box with 9 men, and if you score, you know, you sort of never know what can happen. But obviously it's inevitable at some point with 9 men. They're gonna utilise that extra 2 men, and obviously they did that, and obviously the game then dies out at 2-0. So like I said, I think individual errors today have cost us the game really. I don't think there were much in the teams when you look at the game as a whole. So it's disappointing, you know, it's disappointing to obviously to make them decisions, and but I think the players, listen, I pick the team, I bring them in, stuff like that, and like I say, we'll take responsibility as much as we need to, and we always do every week. But I think the players have to take responsibility in regards to sort of decision making on the pitch, and that's not been good enough today.
Yeah, Paddy Miller, Dunston, Bailey getting their starts today. Your thoughts on their performances and coming in?
I thought Fabian played really well. I thought he was good defensively. Yeah, I thought he had a good game, to be fair. I thought Paddy played well as well. Like I said, we at centre half, you know, they weren't causing him any problems at all. Say he's been out for so long, and like I say, he's a leader, and he kept going till the end. But like I said, it was a difficult one for him to come into. When we go down to 9 men, I don't think he could show all the attributes that he's got at times. But you know, I think them two in particular, and for me, listen, how Alex Peterson's not got the man of the match is absolutely beyond me. Like I said, he's won every header, he's held it up, he's chased his own flick-ons, he's tracking full-backs back. So, like I said, them 3 for me are the only real sort of positives, I think, to come out of the day.
Just finally, Grant, we've got 3 games coming up, 3 quick-fire games. How are you assessing that, obviously with the red cards and whatnot?
Yeah, we've just, you know, the coaching staff, we've just sat down and already been looking at sort of next week based on, and again, this is responsibility the lads have to take, that it don't only affect us in the game that they've been sent off in, or are picking unnecessary bookings up and getting suspensions. It costs us them moving forward. So luckily we have Burnsy coming back in next week. We're going to have to look to obviously bring a couple in to cover key areas, I think, looking at it next week. But listen, we knew January were going to be tough. We're a team that we've put together and are getting to know each other and such what, and I think we've done well against the top teams. But obviously today we've not helped ourselves, like I said, with the decision making, and we've got another tough one next week against Stocksbridge, who are absolutely flying, Chef Club and whoever else after. But you know, we've got to dust ourselves off. I think the players, they've had, you know, I think since we've been here, probably the first real, you know, head loss from us, I think. And they'll listen. They'll either dust themselves off from it and realise that, you know, they need to improve from today, and or they'll not, and they'll not be here.
Well, that's all I've got for you, Grant, mate. Unlucky today, but good luck next week.
Thank you.